Might sound like the same old thing. It's late in the day, about 7 o'clock. This is the time when my kid goes to bed and I can get out and do this kind of stuff. I'm at the Wickaboxet marsh area. It's actually more of a little pond. I'm going to try for some bass fishing out here. Something else I wanted to show. I noticed I went fishing, saltwater fishing yesterday. That video should be right before this one. I just haven't put it up yet. I noticed that my sog here got some light surface rust from the salt water from cutting bait. So I'm going to show how to clean that out. Well, here's what I was getting at. You can see the light surface rust on the top of my knife here. Now, if you just find something from any area you're at, I'm at this pond right here. I got just plain old sand from the area. If you take that sand, and just grind it in. It's abrasive enough to get all that surface stuff right off. Check this out. I mean, what was that? That was about 5, 6, 7 seconds. Look at that now. Look at the side of that now. Isn't that funny? Just take a little palm of it. You can see, again, this side, it's all spots on it. Alright, check it out. Again, I mean, total maybe half a minute. Take the sand. There's one side. Get it turned in the light so you can see. It's like mint. Other side, same thing. That's all it took. So, I mean, obviously people think you have to have like abrasive pads and sharpening stones and everything else. You really don't. I mean, there's a prime example of it. So now my knife's all cleaned up and I'm ready to start some fishing. Out here for bass, this is what I end up using. I'd rather have one with the blue stripe on it, but this is a Castmaster. It's got that, you can see that side shape to it where it gets skinny, gets fat, skinny again. It's a kind of spoon, treble hook, and just casting it out here, reeling it in. I'll turn it on again if I get anything and let you guys check it out. Well, unfortunately my lure got stuck on the bottom. I have others, but they don't work as good, so I'm actually just foraging for bait. I want to see what I can find. While I was looking, let's see if you can see this. Right there, I found a baby toad. You can tell how tiny that thing is in proportion to my hand there. I'm going to obviously let this one go because that is not going to serve much for bait, but it was kind of cool to see. There's a whole bunch of them down here. I was just lifting up the clumps of reeds and stuff right here at the edge, so I'll let that guy go. There you go. I was just lifting up this stuff, seeing what I can find in it for bait, and see, there's another one. If you can see that. There was actually some tadpoles also that I was getting out of these clumps, but they were too small to put on the hook. I might try one, but a lot of them turned into almost frogs already, but they got the tails on them. So let this guy go. See what I come up with. Now, here's something I can't really use for bait, but it's kind of cool looking. It's in the middle of these clumps. It has little hooked arms like a praying mantis almost. You can see that right there. And so there it is. But I'm not going to use that. It's much too skinny to use for bait. Well, I did get a little lucky, I guess. The person who was here right before me left shiners around, so I'll give this a shot, see if this catches anything. It's almost dark right now anyway, but it's worth giving it a chance. Just leave it out there, see what it does. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm gonna call it quits now. No luck with the minnow. I just closed my pole up here. Got it ready, actually. Have to put it back in my pack. And I looked on, I have a map here of the Patchogue State Forest. There's a local outfitter in Hope Valley, Rhode Island, called URE Outfitter. They sell these waterproof maps of local state forests in the area, and this is one of them. I think it's about $10. This goes for, yeah, $9.95. You can see there. But they're well worth it. I got this one 3 years ago maybe, and they're really durable. It's a local place that puts them out, but it's the most accurate maps you can get of the surrounding areas here. And like I said, I'm in the northeast corner of, yeah, right here, of Patchogue State Forest. And right there, Erickson Pond, that's where I'm at. You can just pull your car right in and park right up here and then walk in. There's supposed to be fishing, pretty good fishing up here, and then there's a shelter up here that I've stayed at a few times with my buddy. You can see the shelter on the map maybe right there. A couple of my friends, we go up there once in a while. That's a pretty cool place to stay. This is one of the most secluded parts of the Patchogue Forest as far as travelers, hikers, people coming here to camp out. Most of the people are down in the Mount Misery area or the Green Falls area. This area is not nearly as well traveled as those areas. But yep, so Erickson Pond. I mean, I can do very well here sometimes too. I just think I got the wind blowing right in my face. It's starting to get dark, so that the light isn't shining off the lure or anything right. So they're probably not seeing it. But when conditions are favorable, this is an awesome spot. I've come here and caught fish after fish after fish. Usually largemouth bass, that's what they have out here. But if I just pack this stuff up. I'm telling you, these day packs are worth their weight in gold. I love the fact that you can just put all this stuff. I mean, I have a rainproof coat in here too. Military Gore-Tex coat that's it balls up and fits nice in here, just in case I don't have. I brought this coat that's also waterproof, not near as waterproof. It's 10,000. This is 10,000 millimeters of waterproofing, but obviously Gore-Tex is something closer to 60,000. Yeah, it was chilly, so I brought this coat. Days where it's hot out, like the summertime that's coming. Right now it's still spring, but when the summer gets here and it's too hot for something like this, that's just nice to have, because all it is a Gore-Tex shell. So using that, you can keep dry if you have to. You can see Erickson Pond is on that berm right out there behind that gated area. That's to stop people from driving down there. And then you can park right up here. I just have a really low car, so I can't get down here because of the ruts and stuff. So the little dirt road in is leads to another dirt road that goes straight in from the town, and up there's another pullover that I'm parked at. It's actually really dark out here right now when you get under the trees. I'm glad I left when I did. I'd be able to see either way. I have headlamps in my day pack, so, but right now I don't need it. This is more than good enough. Wow, I'm just having a field day out here. So I'm still on the little path, walking back. Right there was a little parking area I just showed. Right up here is the other road. I hear some rustling in the brush right on the side of here, the ferns, and I find a little toad. Interesting thing about this toad, though, is that at some point in the past it escaped a predator. It's only got one front leg. The other one's just that stump right there. Well, I'm going to let this guy go. I just thought it was a cool thing to come across on my walk back to the car. I've caught more other animals than I have any fish out here, which is kind of funny when I came out here to do some fishing.